Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm once again here with Marco Messina. You can find his links down below in the description box regarding his Twitter and Italian Football TV. Marco, it's a pleasure to have you once again on the channel. And we're here for the match preview of Germany against Italy, the big match that will be taking place tomorrow in Bordeaux for the quarterfinals of the Euro 2016. A very big match for both of these teams. And Marco, I don't know about you, but every time I think about Germany against Italy, I always get this flashback of the 2006 World Cup in the semifinals when we beat them with that great goal from Grosso and Alex De Piero.
It's like this shit you said. When Grosso scored that goal, we almost destroyed the house.
That's exactly what happened. I still remember that day like it was yesterday. And also in recent times, Italy against Germany also featured in the last edition of the Euro, Euro 2012, where once again we were underdogs, but we beat them in the semifinals there. So good memories against the Germans. But a lot of people are once again writing Italy off in this game, saying that Germany are the favorites, that they're going to once again progress. And I've just read a statistic just a while back saying that Italy has never lost to Germany in the knockout phase.
Yeah, it's true.
That is just something so crazy to think about, because you can look at the odds and they're still favoring Germany, but Italy has such a good history against them. That is what I'm trying to say. Will this be Germany's time to actually beat the Azzurri? What do you think, Marco?
Hey, listen, so like you said, they played 8 times before between Euros and World Cup. And on Saturday, it's going to be the most ever game played in competitive matches, 9. And like Luca Toni says, they always start out, he says the Germans always start out favorites, but the Italians are the ones who always win. And of course, I hope that's what happens. And it's better for Italy, I think, if the Germans do start out favorites, because we saw against Sweden and Ireland, Italy, typically when they're favorites to win, it's always harder, against Belgium and against Spain. Everyone always writes Italy off, but I think they tend to show up. But Germany is a little bit different. This Germany team is strong.
Yeah, it's a very strong team, no doubt about it. So many talents, and really they've worked so well all Euro around so far. The only team in the Euro, I may add, that still didn't concede a goal. Hopefully that will change.
They haven't played either, okay?
Yeah, that's true. So hopefully that will all change in tomorrow's match. But I'm predicting a very tough encounter for both these teams, not only for the Azzurri. Don't get me wrong. I think the Germans will have a very tough time against this Italy team that is very solid, especially in the back. But let's take a look at this probable starting 11 for Italy, Marco, because once again see a very familiar lineup to what we saw in previous games, with the sole exception of Derozi possibly not starting. So we'll see Buffon in net, the trio Barzagli, Bonucci, Chiellini in the back 3. Then we got Florenzi, Parolo, Sturaro most probably taking Derozi's place there in the middle, and we got Giaccherini and Milan's very own De Sciglio. And up in the front we got Eder and Pelé. Now, Marco, this lineup, when we went against Spain, many people were like, what are these guys going to do against Spain? They're going to get trashed. And yet, we came out victorious, scored 2 goals. Some people are saying, yeah, Italy's only attacking with 2 attackers. And I even mentioned yesterday, we're only attacking with 2 guys, and yet we got 5 goals in the competition. Like, how many teams could say that in this Euro? Yet again, you got so many complaints from people. But taking a look at this midfield, of course, the big talking point is Derozi in this match, because we're most likely going to be missing him. And I've read some news today saying that Conte, I don't know if he's going to risk him, but he's most definitely going to start from the bench.
Yeah.
But
he trained this morning in the second part of training, they said.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not quite sure if he's going to be starting. But, Marco, tell me more about Sturaro. What could this guy do in the middle if he does replace Derozi? Do you think he's a good, reliable option for Conte or not?
Okay, I actually think that Sturaro is going to do extremely well. I think he's going to be a key part. I believe he is starting because I don't think they're going to start Derozi. And either way, Sturaro would enter the match because Derozi doesn't have 90 minutes in his shoes. And I think Sturaro really performed for Juventus last season, especially against Real Madrid. He stepped up. He's 23 years old. He's young. He reminds me of Gattuso-esque, extremely, strong, goes in hard, and plays with a lot of passion. But I also think he's got skill to back it up. And he made that crucial save in Real Madrid Juventus. He got a toe to the ball, and it stopped Real Madrid from scoring. And I think that Sturaro is going to play a key part. Conte has proved many wrong that he knows who to select his players. Eder was never a player that people could support, or Giaccherini. And it's proven. And if Conte thinks that Sturaro is ready to step into this match, then I'm for it.
Yeah, and I'm also curious to see how he works with the back three as well. Being all at the same club, it's going to be exciting to see how he could perform. And once again, many people are still going to disagree with some of Conte's choices, but I do believe that whoever comes into this game, I think the whole 23-man in Italy's team is just, they all know their role. They all know what they have to do to get the job done. So I'm not particularly worried about who comes in. Obviously, Derozi, technically speaking, he's maybe a better player, or he's has a bigger presence on the field. Yeah. But I still think that whoever comes in could fill in the shoes. Maybe not to perfection, but I think at the end of the day, they could get the job done.
Hey, Ancelotti gave a great quote, which I really liked. He said that man for man, Germany is better than Italy. He said, but it also didn't stop Italy from beating Spain. And
that's true.
Del Piero too, he said that this national team, this Italy, is not one based off talent, but they've a lot of certainties. They're together and they're united in a group, and that's what's driven us through this tournament. That's what's gotten us this far, and to overcome a mighty power like Spain. And I think that no matter who steps on the field, like you said, the talent is never going to be on par to Germany. And Derozi is a huge loss because I think he brings that aggressive. He's a gladiator. He's a warrior on the pitch. But I think that Sturaro is a good replacement, and I think that Sturaro will step up and be able to gel with the rest of the midfield.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that Germany has such a solid team this time around, though.
Yeah.
What do you think Italy has to do to stop all these talents? I mean, we know that Germany is not really a team like, for example, Belgium, that has lots of talents, but like we saw them today against Wales, they encountered so many problems when they were linking up with each other. The chemistry is not really there, but Germany is on another level. They actually have that chemistry. They play well together. What do you think Italy has to do in order to stop their attacking strength, and not only also their defensive greatness in the back?
No, I agree with you. I saw that Belgium game, and the defending was terrible on a few of those plays. And I think that Germany, in the World Cup, that team was insane. The way that they played, they were like machines on the field, going to do their job like robots, perfect pass. Everyone with no weak point. I think that this Germany is actually not as good as a 2014 team, a little bit younger. And I think that if Italy wants to win, it almost needs to be the same like what they did against Spain, clogging that midfield with the 5-man and staying extremely compact and extremely disciplined to stop a player like Kroos, because I think Kroos is going to be very important for the Germans. He distributes the ball well, but they also have solid defenders. Boateng is stepping up as a leader for the Germans. And, it's never going to be one player, and it's never going to be one player for Italy too. I think that they've got it in them to stay disciplined, and I think that's going to be an extremely important part. Always getting back the wing backs in Deschilio and Florenzi. They bring a lot to come back. They're two of the most important players on this team. And also, like you said, Italy only playing with 2 attackers. But when they attack, those wingbacks go up, and the midfielders and whoever, it's Sturaro, Parolo, or Giaccherini, they overlap and make that space in between. And I think if Germany is not 100% concentrated, they could screw up, and Italy can take advantage of it.
Yeah, definitely. Italy just plays as a unit, I find.
Yeah.
Every time it's either defending or they're attacking, the wingbacks are not going to just chill there in the middle. They're actually going to support the attack. And that's what I like about Italy and this module that is being played by Conte. Also, the 3-5-2 has been very successful so far in this tournament, not only for Italy, but like we've seen with Wales as well. It's a good module. It works if you have the right players, and I think it could work once again hopefully tomorrow against Germany. But one final thought. Germany's coach mentioned whoever wins this game has to be the favorite to win the whole thing. What do you think about that, Marco? I'm personally thinking the same. These two teams are probably the best two teams that we've seen throughout the whole Euro. I mean, there's been great teams, don't get me wrong. There's teams that could surprise us in the end, like we've seen with Wales. Maybe Iceland could even pull an upset against France. You just never know. But what do you think about that statement?
No, you're correct in that this Euros has been crazy. You know, a lot of stories haven't gone the correct way or the way that it seemed. And since the beginning, I was saying I was hoping for an Italy-Iceland final. That's what I was going for. I think that Italy has proven a lot on the world stage, especially. All of a sudden, you're starting to see people like, oh, wow, Italy is a good team. It went from this is the worst Italian generation ever to, oh, my God, you know, they beat Spain, and that could have been a semifinal match. And if it was organized the correct way, you know, who knows? It could have been, and Italy-Germany could have been a final. I think that if Italy can overcome this Mount Everest, as Florenzi called it, if they can climb that mountain, I think they're gonna go. They're gonna go all the way either way. But once they get this, it's gonna propel them, I think, to take it, because that confidence and that boost, and I think Conte will keep them level at the same time as their spirits being high. This is the one. This is the game.
Definitely very excited for things to get underway tomorrow. I just can't wait to watch this match. I know it's going to be a lot of nerves and a lot of tension, but, you know, these are the games that we live for as fans. These are the games that, you know, either make or break you, but at the end of the day, it's all about the passion, and hopefully the Azzurri could overcome the Germans tomorrow. For us Italian fans, at least. I don't know about you German guys out there, but...
guys, they could lose sometimes, you know?
Yeah, anyways, guys, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this match. Who's going to be the winner? Also, once again, thank you so much, Marco, for joining me on this match preview. Don't forget to check out Italian Football TV. The link is in the description, as well as Marco's personal Twitter. So once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV to stay updated with everything going on at AC Milan and at the Azzurri. And I'll catch you guys later for another video. Thank you for watching. And as always, Forza Azzurri.